Your cat is sitting in the doorway right now, just watching you. Most people glance over and think nothing of it, but that moment, and 8 others like it, are the clearest signals a cat is capable of sending. By the end of this, you will never read your cat the same way again. Your cat watching you from the doorway is actually behavior number 9 on this list. But to understand why it means what it means, you need to start at the beginning. Because trust between a cat and a person doesn't arrive all at once. It builds in layers. And the first layer shows up in something so quiet you've probably dismissed it 100 times. Number 1, the slow blink they give you without being prompted. You're reading on the couch. Your cat is across the room, just sitting. You glance over and for a moment their eyes meet yours. And then slowly, their eyelids drop halfway and close. No sound, no movement, just that soft, deliberate blink. Researchers at the University of Sussex studied exactly this behavior and found that cats are significantly more likely to return a slow blink to a person they feel safe with. When humans initiated the gesture first, cats responded with their own slow blink and were more willing to approach afterward. What the slow blink is doing at a physiological level is signaling the absence of threat. In feline body language, a hard, sustained stare is a challenge. Deliberately breaking that gaze, softening it, closing it, is the opposite. It is a cat choosing to make themselves momentarily less alert in your presence. That is not a small thing. Try slow blinking back tonight and watch what happens. The response, if it comes, tells you something real. But the eyes are only the beginning. What they do with their voice goes even deeper. Number 2, the trill they save specifically for you. You've heard the meow. Everyone has. But the trill is different, that short, rolling, chirping sound that rises at the end, almost like a question. Research on feline vocalizations has found that adult cats rarely produce this sound towards strangers or unfamiliar animals. The trill is a close contact call, used between mothers and kittens, and later between cats and the specific humans they've chosen. Your cat's trill wasn't always there. It developed over months and years of living with you, shaped by the particular rhythm of your relationship. When they trill at you from the hallway, they are not just making noise, they are using a sound they built for you. The voice tells you something. But where they put their body tells you more. Number 3, bunting. When they press their forehead or cheek directly against you. Not a brush, not a pass. A deliberate press. Cats have scent glands concentrated along the forehead, cheeks, and chin. When your cat presses those spots against you, they are depositing pheromones, chemical markers that signal safety, familiarity, and social belonging. Feline behaviorists call this bunting, and it is not affection in the human sense of the word. It is something more specific than that. It is a cat placing you inside their social group, marking you as safe. That is the highest territorial honor a cat can extend to another living being. And most people just think their cat is being friendly. But there is one physical behavior most owners completely misread, and getting it wrong means missing one of the clearest trust signals of all. Number 4, belly exposure without any invitation. Here is what most people assume. A cat rolling over and showing its belly is asking to be touched there. It is not. The belly is the most undefended part of a cat's body, the place where, in any real threat, damage would be catastrophic. A cat who rolls and exposes that area near you is not requesting a rub. They're telling you they feel safe enough to be physically defenseless in your presence. The exposure itself is the message. Notice whether your cat does this only near you or whether it happens around everyone in the house. The answer will tell you something precise about where you rank. And if the belly is about physical vulnerability, the next behavior is about something even more private. Number 5, kneading on you or right beside you. Watch their paws. That slow, rhythmic push and release against your leg, your blanket, the cushion next to you. That motion traces directly back to kittenhood when kittens need their mother to stimulate milk. Research published in 2025 found that securely attached cats who initiate physical contact with their owners show measurable increases in oxytocin, the same neurochemical that bonds mothers to infants. Kneading appears to activate that same chemistry. The brain treats the motion as a reliable route back to a state of deep calm. Your cat is not doing this because they are comfortable in a general sense. They are doing it because you specifically recreate the feeling of complete safety they had at the very beginning of their life. Those 5 behaviors all happen in the open. You can see them, you can respond to them. But the next 4 happen in the quieter, harder to read moments. And they are the ones that reveal the deepest layer of trust your cat is capable of showing. Which of these 5 behaviors does your cat do most? The slow blink, the trill, or the belly exposure? Drop your answer in the comments below. Now let's get into the 4 trust signals that only show up when your cat thinks no one is paying attention. Those 5 behaviors all happened where you could see them. The next 4 show up in the moments your cat thinks no one is watching, and they are the ones that go deepest. Number 6, bringing you something. Most owners react to this with confusion or worse, embarrassment. A crumpled toy mouse dropped at your feet, a leaf dragged in from somewhere, the occasional real thing you'd rather not name. The instinct is to brush it off as random animal behavior, but it is not random, and here's why that matters. In feral cat colonies, prey sharing is not casual. Cats do not bring food to other cats they are indifferent to. Research on feline colony dynamics has found that deliberate prey sharing, carrying something to another individual rather than consuming it alone, happens almost exclusively between cats with strong social bonds. A mother and her kittens, a bonded pair. Your cat bringing something to you is not a quirk. They are placing you inside that same inner circle. The thing itself barely matters. The placement of it at your feet, in your space, is the entire message. But gift giving is still an active choice, a deliberate gesture. The next behavior happens when your cat thinks no one is paying attention at all. Number 7, sleeping with their back turned toward you, or fully stretched and exposed. This is the one most people misread as distance. Your cat curls up on the bed and faces the wall, or stretches out completely flat, belly down, legs extended, eyes closed. It looks like they are ignoring you. They are doing the opposite. In any environment where a cat feels genuinely unsafe, they sleep small, curled tight, facing outward, ready. A cat who sleeps fully exposed or who deliberately turns their back in your direction is not being aloof. They are trusting you to cover the angle they cannot see. You have become the safest wall in the room. Tonight, notice which direction your cat faces when they settle. If their back drifts toward you, that is not indifference. That is the posture of an animal who has decided you are the safest presence in their world. And if exposed sleep is about physical safety, the next 2 behaviors are about something cats almost never extend to anyone: emotional access. Number 8, following you from room to room without asking for anything. You get up from the couch. A few seconds later, they appear in the doorway of the kitchen. You move to the bedroom. They are already there, settling onto the floor near the door. No meowing, no nudging toward the food bowl, no demand of any kind. Feline attachment researchers describe this as proximity seeking, the same behavioral pattern observed in securely bonded infants who track a caregiver not because they need something right now, but because knowing where that person is feels essential. The key distinction is the silence. A cat following you for food will tell you. A cat following you because you are their anchor will simply appear, confirm you are there, and settle. That quiet presence is not boredom. It is the behavioral signature of a secure attachment. Number 9, letting you see them when they are not at their best. This is the one that matters most. Cats are hardwired to hide weakness. Veterinarians note this constantly. It's like, hopo. Cats mask illness and fatigue so effectively that health problems often go undetected until they are serious. That instinct is ancient and runs deep. But a cat who has given you their full trust will sometimes stop hiding from you specifically. They will rest in the open when they are exhausted. They will move slowly and not retreat from your gaze. They will stay near you on a hard day instead of disappearing. This does not happen with strangers. It does not happen with people they merely tolerate. It happens with one person, the one they chose. All 9 of these, the slow blink, the trill, the bunting, the belly, the kneading, the gifts, the exposed sleep, the quiet following, the visible vulnerability, are not random. They are a cat's entire vocabulary for a single statement: I chose you, and I trust you with everything I have. That took years to build, and you earned it. Subscribe for more like this and watch this one next.